Recording in progress. What's the matter, Flavia? You having issues today, Flavia? What's going on? Okay, so where okay, so all the way down, where it's ETA workshop day 3, expressing emotions. Monologue builder questions. Okay, so these are all like self-reflective questions. Okay, that's really what the title is. Okay, they're meant for you. They're meant to show or to get all this information out of you. Okay, now the whole purpose of today is to get to know yourself. Okay, getting to know yourself is not easy, right? It's like getting to know anybody. It's like getting to know anybody, and you need to ask yourself questions. I feel like Danny's gonna start eating herself because she's like a cannibal. I love her. She's amazing. She's the best entertainment I've had in a long time. Don't eat yourself, Danny. I like you already, okay? And I need you here. All right. And if you get hungry, I'll come over. I'll make you something. No worries. Okay. I'm a good chef. All right. So how do we get to know ourselves? Just like we get to know anybody else, through questions, right? So like I was asking Flavia, what are you studying? Flavia, what do you want to do? What's your specialty? Flavia, what? So, and it's the same way. So what I want you to do is look at these questions. Look at all of them, okay? And you're going to choose 5. Now, how do you choose those 5? As you're reading the questions, choose the ones that kind of spark interest in you. Don't just choose because it's, it's cool, but really it just kind of gets you in a certain way. It kind of makes you feel a certain way. And I will read the questions, okay? So for example, list number 1. If this were the last day of my life, would I have the same plans for today? What am I really scared of? What am I doing about the things that matter most in my life? When did I last push the boundaries of my comfort zone? Vanessa's here. See, I told you people.
Yay. She's gonna love this class.
This is Latin America. Everybody's a little late.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to give a big hello to Vanessa. Even though, did I see? No, I didn't see Vanessa. I haven't seen her, but I know about Vanessa. And what would she do if she knew I was talking about her without her knowing?
I don't know. Oh, Salmita is not here today. I'll text her.
Ah, yeah. Okay. So look through the questions, okay? And choose 5. Okay. If you want, choose 10. And then out of those 10, choose 5. But choose the ones where you know that you're going to get the most information out of yourself. Okay. And when you think about, hello, Vanessa, you're finally here. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Hi. Vanessa, we just started, so don't worry, you got here, okay? What we're doing, I'm gonna put it again. In the chat, I'm putting the materials again, okay? And we're on day number 3, okay? We're talking about how to build a monologue, okay? And through the building of a monologue, we're getting to know who you are. So on the document, Vanessa, on my screen? Oh, you can see it? Am I sharing? Oh.
I mean, like you could share it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Very good idea. Okay. So these are the questions. Okay. Now, the first one that I see that really strikes me is, what have I given up on? Because for me, regret is the worst thing in the world. And to give up on something, that means a lot. It means I was scared. It means I was frightened. It means I had no confidence in myself. Doesn't mean I gave up, doesn't mean I couldn't. So this question scares me. So I would use, for me, that would be one of my questions. Vanessa, do you see all the questions here? Do you have the document? Good, okay. So what you're gonna do, Vanessa, is you're gonna look through all these questions. There's 30 questions. And out of these 30, you're gonna pick 5, okay? And what I'm explaining now is how to choose the 5. Choose the ones that affect you the most, that really show who you are, or maybe, you know, things that you want to be, or things that really just hit, that really make you feel something. Okay. And when you're thinking about answering, okay, once you have the 5 questions and you think about answering, do not answer yes or no. You must answer in detail. So 2 sentences or more. 2 sentences is the minimum. Okay. Now, Talia did a great example. Okay. And when you're answering it, answer it the way it's like if it was a journal, or you know, something that you would just write down about your everyday life. But it's real. It's the way you're talking to yourself. Okay, you're not writing to impress anybody. You're writing to yourself. Okay, you know how we talk to ourselves every day? That's how you're gonna write. So, like, you know, if this were the last day of my life, would I have the same plans for today? Hell no. It's a great first. Hell no. Of course not. You know, it's not like she wrote, well, if this was, no. It's like she read that question, was like, hell no. It hit. Okay. I'm not sure what I'd do, but I'd have one place in mind. New York. I picture myself flying there, walking through the streets of Fifth Avenue in awe of everything I could have accomplished. If only I had taken my shot when the time was right. If this was my last day on earth, I would have a bit of regret. That's real, man. That's Dalia talking to herself. Because that question, she asked that question to herself.
Yeah, and I wrote whatever, like the first thing that came to mind.
That's what I want.
That's why the hell no is like the first
Hell
thing
no,
that
exactly.
I
And
thought.
that's a real reaction. Okay.
Yeah.
Because when you're writing, okay, if Martin was here, or if you're a musician, or you're an artist, you're a screenwriter, if you're writing, the only way people are going to really connect with it is if it's sincere. Okay.
Yeah,
If it's
and
not,
sorry,
go
yeah.
ahead.
When I was writing the second answer for like what am I scared of? What am I scared of? Like I actually was surprised with my answer, because since I was not really thinking about it, thinking about my answer, like you said, like I was not trying to make it sound pretty or make it sound like something that others would want to hear,
No,
but what actually I feel. Like I was actually surprised about my answer, because it's something that I don't really think of much. And when I wrote that, I was like, oh, like,
yeah,
well,
it just
that's
has to
why.
flow. It
Yeah.
just the whole reason for this is to unblock that wall, you know, because even a lot, you know, even we're even afraid to write down what we really feel, you know, because if we write it down, then it's real. And then it's like, oh shoot, we have to accept what we are, we have to accept what we've done, or accept what we haven't done. And that's why we don't write things down. But in order to go forward, you got to get it out. You know, the only way to let go of the past is to accept it. It's okay. Everybody's
Yeah,
got a
that was
bad
like a
past.
realization moment.
Yeah,
That second question.
nobody's had a great life. Nobody's had a perfect past, and everybody's made mistakes. And you just let them go. Because if you live with it, you're never going to go forward. Okay, so as I said, here are how to answer the questions. Okay, read each question, mark the ones that affect you the most, choose 5, Think about the question and what it means to you. Answer the questions. Write exactly what you feel, not what sounds good. Be honest. This isn't social media. You know, this isn't poetry. This is just bare nose, in your face, me. Sorry, but here you go. Okay. Make sure your responses is in 2 sentences or more. Details, details, details. Give examples. Okay. Why do you feel this way? What happened to make you feel this way? You know, get all that stuff out. In order to be a great leader or a great speaker or a great actor, you need to know who you are. You're never going to get anywhere. You're never going to get anywhere if you don't know who you are. And I'm going to give a great example. I got the beautiful Danny over here making alpha hordes. Okay, Danny's making alpha hordes, and you know what? I guarantee you, she didn't know that she could make great alpha hordes until she tried. Danny, were your alpha hordes great at first? If she says yes, I swear I'm going to be so angry.
Obviously.
I hate you. God, I'm supposed to say no, and I had to try. You ruined everything. It's okay, but okay, but how did you know that you wanted to do it yourself, like on your own?
I read a book. I never cooked before. I just left my job a few years ago, and I just read a book and start making it.
And that's it. She just made a decision. You just made a decision, right? That's it.
Exactly.
That's it. It's just like me. I made a decision to create this crazy method of learning that nobody else has done. And who knows? It might turn out horrible. It might turn out amazing. But I got to try it, right?
Exactly.
And so far, I'm enjoying it. Like she said, she loves it. Look at her. She's cooking away. She's baking. She's rolling. You know, she digs it. She's in a rhythm. She's in her own element. This is what we want to do. We want to be able to do things that we love every day.
Exactly.
And if we don't know who we are, we're just going to follow everybody else. So, how are we doing? Flavs, how many questions we got?
Just 5.
5.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, Annika. Okay, are you starting with the responses? Yeah, you. Of course, I'm not.
Like I'm thinking about it, but
Okay,
like
good. Yeah,
about the responses.
good.
Should I write
Okay.
them?
Yeah, start writing them down. Start writing the responses. Okay. Yeah, don't write everything down. Okay, because you're going to need to write it down. You're going to need to see it. The reason to write it down is so it's real. Okay. It becomes real. You have to own it. Because if you don't own it, it's not yours and you'll never get over it. But if you own it, it's yours and you can do what you want with it.
Hey,
That's the
so
beautiful.
someone just joined. Why don't you like
Real,
give them
yeah,
a brief-
did you,
yeah, they're here.
I don't see anybody. Let
Yeah.
you're co-host. You can let them in.
Oh, they left.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I saw them come in and then they took off.
They just left right now. Okay,
Yeah.
but it's fine. Okay. Okay, so should we start with the questions right now, like answering them?
Yeah, start answering them. Start writing as soon as you
Okay.
get the question, as soon as you get those 5 questions and you pick those 5 questions, start writing your answers. Remember, 2 sentences or more. Okay.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do while you're writing, okay, I'm gonna read some questions and I'm gonna answer them personally. Okay. For example, number 7, which is my lucky number. What is life asking me? It's It's the it's the hardest question I've ever had to ask myself because it's so tough. It's life is asking a lot of me. Life is asking me to fail at every single corner of the universe that I have ever owned. Life has been asking me to do more than I possibly could ever do at every moment, always shoot higher and always suffer more so that I can do something with this life, so that I can do more with it. I need to know something in this world is pushing me to do things that I have no idea until I came to Ecuador. And that is to help people. That is the thing that I love the most. And it's the thing that has helped me the most. And I know that's what life is asking me because of all the mistakes and all the things that I've gone through. I have so much knowledge, not from books, not from anywhere, but real life knowledge to help people. Oh, what do I need to change about myself? Oof. Oh my God. Nothing. I'm absolutely 100% incredible. You thought I was going to give you a list of things that I was going to, no, 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 flops. I'm 100% awesome. Okay. That's just me. Sorry. Okay. Uh, what am I really? Oof. I'm a guy who is trying to get the most out of life. I'm a guy who's trying to experience as much as I possibly can so that when the day that my day comes and I'm on the bed and my time is up, I can look back and I can look on my life and say, I'm ready to go. I'm that guy. I'm the guy who's going to be ready to go because I've done everything. I'm not afraid of my last days. I'm actually looking forward to it so I can actually relax. Why do I matter? I know I matter to a lot of people. I know I matter to a lot of people. I don't know how much I matter to myself. I think I have more compassion and I want to do more for people than I do myself. So I think I'll matter more the more people I help, maybe, but that's a question that I have to figure out. I'm still working on that, why I matter. What are you most proud of? Oof, oof. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to tell you all the things that I'm proud of. But I'm proud that I have 3 happy and healthy kids. That's for definitely that's for sure. I'm very proud that I have 3 happy and healthy kids that enjoy their lives, enjoy their time, and are very creative people and are people that hopefully will make a change in the world. You see how I'm answering? I'm reading them and I'm just answering just whatever's in my head. There's no filter, there's no nothing. Okay. Because whenever, if you're in a situation and you need to advance and you need to convince somebody, they need to see you. They need to trust you. They need to know who you are. You need to be transparent. Okay. Ideally, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Oh, on a private island. On a private island eating Danny's alfajores. That's for sure. And yeah, oh yeah. Because that's all I want to do is just I want to hopefully this is successful and I can go somewhere and sit on a private island and just get fat on Danny's alfajores and eat nothing but alfajores and maybe try to catch a bottle with a message in it saying, "Don't ever come back. Thank God you left." What do you want to be known for? Oof. Oh, What do I want to be known for? I want to be known for somebody who tried to help the human race. Like all bees and ants, we all have a job to do. We all have a purpose, and I hope that I'm known for achieving that. That I came, I did exactly what I was supposed to do on this earth. I came and everything that I was supposed to do, I did, and that's really it. As long as I am known for doing what was put on this earth to do, I'm a happy guy. Actually, where do I see myself in 10 years? I'll say the island, because I think I got to give myself 10 years, not 5 years. 5 years is a little bit too, it might be a little bit too cocky. 10 years, I think. I'll retire in 10 years. Danny, you'll still be making Alpha Hortus in 10 years, right?
No, I have my answers now.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you write them down, or you just have them in your head?
Yeah.
You wrote them down?
Yeah.
Are they detailed answers?
Yeah, I can tell you.
No, 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 no,
No?
no, no, not yet, 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 not yet. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
Okay.
on. But you wrote them down.
Yeah, I have right.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Wow. How did you do that? I just saw you cooking the whole time. Do you have another set of, arms in your back or something?
No, I'm two kids, so I can
She knows.
multitask.
Yeah, she knows. She can multitask. Awesome. Incredible. See, no excuses. No excuses. Vanessa, how you doing? I don't want to forget it. You're writing. Awesome. Okay, keep writing. Keep writing. How many questions you have done so far?
0.
0. Great job, Vanessa. You just keep going at it. Don't worry. Just keep fighting it.
It's hard to choose the questions
It is.
because you know the answers are gonna be hard to write.
Of
Like right
course.
now, I chose a question and I'm like struggling to even
It's-
get words
Yeah,
out.
I know. I know. That's why with this class, this was all we're going to do, because this is the whole process. Just finding the questions is a struggle. And I'm glad that you're having a hard time, because there's a lot, that means a lot of these questions are hitting you, you know. And that is the process, you know, and these are the questions that you need to ask yourself. These are the questions that are going to help you go forward. This is where the truth comes out. What am I really scared of? Well, besides my kids' health, knock on wood, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I am scared of absolutely nothing, because I have done so much that I thought I could never do. I have done so many things that I was so afraid to do, and I did them. And then after I did them, I was like, I wasn't even proud of myself. I was kind of like, oh, there somebody.
Yeah, I
saw
just let them
somebody-
in.
But they left already.
No, I just let them in. That's why you don't see
Oh, you
them.
did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're here. Amelia Davila.
Amelia came. Hi, Amelia. Amelia is one of my ex-students, one of my favorite ex-students. Hi,
Really?
Amelia. Yeah, I met her the year I did Fame. The first show I
Wow.
did. I was in her class, third grade class, and she's incredible. Amelia is one of those girls that's was very shy. Oh, here's another. Annika's here. Good. Here's another. Amelia was very
I
shy.
let them in.
Yeah. She was very shy, but she's got so much to say, so much to say,
Oh wow.
and so much to give. And she just and that's why I've always encouraged her to just speak up and say what's on her mind, because she's incredible. Annika's another one of my ex-students I had last year. Hello, Annika. I'm glad you came.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. So glad you're
Hi.
here.
Guys, listen. What we're doing is we're writing a monologue. Okay. You guys are going to write your own monologue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the chat. Hold on. How do I get back to? Oh, I got to stop sharing. Okay. Hold on. Let me stop sharing. Okay. Let me go to everyone. Okay, guys, I'm putting the link in the chat. Okay. This is the materials for all 3 days. So once you open the document, go all the way down. Okay, where it says questions. There's 30 questions. Okay. What I want you to do when you open it, you get there. I'll wait till you get there. I'm going to give you a couple seconds. Okay. I don't want to go too fast. Just tell me when you got it open. Just give me a thumbs up when you guys got the document open, you got the questions.
I'm still in number 1.
You're still on number 1.
Yeah. This was a hard one. Why do I matter?
Yeah, it is a hard.
It's a hard one. Like
It
I
is a hard. They're all hard. Look,
can think of any.
I chose all those questions because I know those are the ones that are really going to get you to think. And if you're going to be with me, you always have to be sincere because I am always 100%. I have no filter. Talia knows I have absolutely no filter. And whatever comes into my mind comes out of my mouth. Sometimes I wish I could stop it, but I cannot. Oh, I can move people around. I forgot I can move people around in the Zoom. And look, now I'm going to move Flavia. Flavia's going to go all the way down at the bottom, like I'm throwing her away. Let's see. I'm going to
You move them on your screen, but not not on the rest.
But it's like I know, but it's my game. Let me play my game. Okay? You guys are my chess pieces, and I'm playing my own game of chess.
Guys, if you could turn your camera, that would be awesome.
It would
No
be awesome.
pressure though.
It
but
would be awesome. It would be great. But as we said,
just
we
to
always
see you,
say,
get to know you.
Yeah.
If I see you around, I
maybe,
can say hi to you.
yeah. I mean, look, Danny's waving. See, look, see, Danny's gonna make you alpha hordes. Okay, she said that she's gonna make about 100 alpha hordes just for the people in this workshop today for free. Isn't that amazing? She's so wonderful. Danny, thank you so much for supporting us. You're so great. Yeah, look, we love her.
Yeah, sure.
I'll pay you later, Danny. Just keep it up.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Shh. Okay. Hi, everybody ready? Okay. How we doing? Ignacio, how we doing, buddy?
I'm answering.
How many you got done?
I'm doing the first.
You're still doing the.
It's hard. I mean, you said that you did it on purpose.
Just remember, don't think about the answer. Okay? Because that's the problem. Okay? You should just, as soon as you read the question, just write down exactly what you think. Because I know a lot of you, because of it's called insecurity. Okay? You're insecure. You're even insecure about yourself and about your answers. Okay? So you're going to think of the answer immediately and you're going to say, that's dumb. But it's not dumb. That's you. And the moment you can say, this is me, I don't care if it's dumb or what, that's when you go forward. Just answer it. You have to just be able to just get it out there. Okay? Ignacio, you want to be an actor, man. Okay? Casting agents and directors are going to ask you these types of questions. And if you say, I need time, they're going to say, next. Next. You know how many auditions I was in New York City? You know how many I was in? A ton. You know how many most of them lasted? About 3 seconds. Hi, my name is Justin McCall. Thank you. Or they ask a question, I say, thank you. They don't want they want boom. Because that's what they want on the set. On a movie set, they don't want you to think. They have to produce. Time is money, okay? All these producers, all these directors, this is a film, this is a business. If you take your time, they lose money, okay? This is why I'm trying to push you guys, because this is the experience I went through. Danny, just so you know, I grew up in New York City as a performer. So I've been through all these, you know, through the whole profession. So I push people. I try to put you in the real life situation. That's kind of how I teach. And it's real deal, man. You know, believe me, I've been sitting in the hallways when people are going in for the auditions and they're coming out crying their eyes out. And if you're going to be with me, that ain't going to be you, man. That ain't going to be you. You're a champion, dude. You are a champion. That's why. Don't think. Feel. An actor has to feel. You have to be able to feel everything. One of the, I don't know if it's a gift or it's a curse, but one of the things that I've always had since a kid, I've always been able to feel pain, other people's pain. I don't know why. I hate it. I can feel when people are uncomfortable. I can feel when people have, you know, are insecure. And I think that's why I want to help it, because I can feel it. And I know, you know, with my students that I've had, with Amelia and Annika and now Talia and Ignacio, I know that Flavia, myself, I'm sure Danny herself, we're all insecure. We're all insecure. Everybody's insecure. But that doesn't give you an excuse to just stop. I love myself. I love where I'm at. Life is hard. I'm not saying it's easy, but I love myself because I've done everything I ever wanted to do. And I'm still doing everything I want to do, just like Danny. So I love Danny. Danny's making an alpha. Look, look at that face. Do you see that face? Look at that smile. That is pure happiness. That is pure, I'm doing what I want to do. F you all. F you all. Danny, you're an inspiration to, I mean, you've said maybe like 5 words, but man, you've said more in your actions and in your smiles than I ever wanted. That's a real champion right there. Look at her. That is the smart. No, I'm not joking. That is that's what you're looking. That's what you want. So for like Talia, you're never gonna get that smile until you're on the stage. That's the smile you want. Once you're on that stage, like, see, that's the smile. You say stage and that smile pops up.
Yeah, it's because I'm just writing I'm answering this question was so easy for me. It was like, what do you want most in life? And I was just started writing, and I was just writing about that. And then you said, you will never get that. I wasn't even listening to you, but when you say, Talia, you will never get that smile until you're on stage. And I was like, that's exactly what I'm writing about.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah. Go ahead. No worries. Don't think. Just respond. Just think of it, because how this works, okay, is this is done in a video form, okay? And this is the interview. In this process, when we're in the class, okay, there's 2 videos to make. The first video is an interview with what you're doing right now. And you're playing 2 characters. One is the person giving the interview, the other person is answering the questions. Okay. Then, once you're done with the interview, that's when I show you how to turn it into a monologue, and then you do another video of just the monologue. But first, you need to be able to get unblocked, okay? You have what's called writer's block. You have emotional block, and it's a lot of people have it. They're afraid to just let go because they're afraid of what's going to happen, what they're going to see when they let go. Everybody's got their demons. Everybody's got their craziness going on. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. Nobody's alone in this world. If you think you got issues, everybody's got issues. The only difference between people with issues is that they're the ones that say, I'm a victim, and say that's an excuse. And then there's the ones that say, next. That's just another problem. I'll deal with that. No worries. What's next? Because when you become the victim, it's easy, right? You give yourself the excuse, oh, it happened to me. I wasn't even my fault. And yeah, it happens all the time to people. But there are the people that say, oh, poor me. Poor me. Man,
Yeah.
you know, I'm going to be very sincere. I had a horrible childhood. Horrible, 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 horrible. I didn't know how horrible it was because you know why? There was a kid in my class who lost both of his parents by the time he was like 8. And this kid came to school every day with a smile. Every day with a smile. All he had was him and his 2 brothers. And every time you saw these group of brothers, they were always happy. And I said, how is this possible? I said, you know, yeah, my parents are out of their minds, but you know, I got them. Look, these guys, and it changed my whole aspect. You know, and I've been meaning to write him. His name is Craig Bazzani. I've been meaning to write him for a long time to tell him he's been my biggest inspiration in my life. That kid. I remember his name, Craig Bazzani. I can't even, it's so clear. Don't be the victim. Everybody's got problems. And the people that you see on Instagram and on TV that are famous and stuff, they're famous because they weren't a victim. They did what they had to do. That's it.
So has
Plain and simple.
anyone finished besides Danny? I'm on question number 3,
You're on question number 3.
which is actually 8, but just no bragging though.
All right. Flavia, how you doing? How many you got?
I'm still in number 2
You're still in number 2.
because I'm changing my answer. It's
Why are
because
you changing?
It's hard, man. This is a
Yeah.
hard thing to do.
it's not like I'm changing my answer. I'm organizing my ideas.
Okay. Danny,
No, that's later.
whenever tell me when you have a few minutes. I don't want to interrupt your time. Tell me when you have a few minutes.
Have it.
You ready? Okay. Could you read the questions and then the answers?
Yeah, sure. Let me see the questions and give me just a second.
Yeah.
Por favor, no hablen, estoy en clase. If this were the last day of my life, will I have the same plans for today? No, I'm sure I'm being the top of the airplane going away with my family.
Okay.
Yep. The
Okay,
second,
next one.
but I'm really scared of be forgotten or be forget. I don't know how.
To be forgotten. Yes. Okay, now Danny, let me ask you something. Why does that scare you, to be forgotten? Why would you write, why does that scare you, to be forgotten? I mean, because it's, I mean, that is something that I don't know if a lot of people think about being forgotten, more about, you know, achieving things, but why does it scare you to be forgotten? If you don't mind me asking.
I think she lost connection.
I think so too, because she's
Yeah.
frozen.
Yeah, I cannot see her. I would really like to know. Yeah, she lost connection.
Yeah, she lost. Yeah, I didn't think that she was writing in full 2 sentences because she did that
Yeah.
really fast.
Oh,
There
she's
she
here.
is.
Okay.
Amelia and Annika, how you guys doing? Vanessa, are you guys, have you answered any? Have you gotten to any? Hi, Danny. Sorry about that.
Sorry, my internet connection lost. I lost my internet connection. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you something, okay? What scares you about being forgotten?
Because I always think when you're an artist, you want to express yourself, but not but not just that. You want to be remembered like something huge. You know, I don't know how to say that.
No. I continue.
You want to be great, a great artist. Doesn't matter what art you do, but you want to be remembered with what you do and what you love.
Okay, Danny, that's exactly how I wanted you to answer the questions, okay? You answered with, I don't want to be forgotten. Why?
Okay.
Okay, detail. Why would you want to? Because that means a lot. Okay, that means a lot. Okay, what's the third question?
I don't have the entry.
Oh, I'll put them up for you. I'll put them up for you
Thank you.
so you could see them. Oh, wait, where is, now I have. Oh,
Yeah, 3. What I'm doing about the things that matter most in my life. I'm trying to be better in my career. I take course. I take class every Wednesday in Laboratorio de Escena. I don't know if you know that.
yeah.
I work with Iñaki Moreno. And,
With who?
Iñaki Moreno.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and I'm trying to be the best month ever, every day. That's my life.
And that's the best. Okay. Number 4.
I don't know. I don't understand the questions. The 4 question.
The which one?
The four.
Number 4. This one?
When
did I
okay.
push the
¿Cuándo
boundaries?
fue la última vez? Yeah. The last time, I think last week, no, like 2 weeks ago, I'm going to castings, but I really suck at it because I feel nervous and I can prepare more because I don't have time, but I'm trying. And I was like, I just forget everything I have to say and I start improvise. So goodbye boundaries, because I don't see my comfort zone here. And I was so nervous that I forget everything and I start talking. And everything was wrong, but at least I tried.
But at least you tried. You didn't freeze. What was the casting for? What was it for?
For publicity, but I do a monologue.
Monologue, yeah.
Okay, I do a monologue and I just missed one word, and I can't remember that fucking word, and I lost everything. Do you know what the
Yeah,
word
I
was?
know. I know. All it takes is one little. Yep, I know.
Yeah,
Because you missed one word.
Fear. The word was fear. And I was so scared because I was feared, but I lost that word. It was so stupid.
Was it in Spanish or English?
In Spanish.
In
Thank
Spanish,
God,
and even in Spanish, you lost the word. Yeah, that's why, and you understand the audition process. This is what this whole what we're doing today is all about, is getting ready for that audition process. Okay, because as you know, when you go into the audition, you are looked at like a piece of meat. They look through you. They know what they're looking for, and they know right away if you're right or not. And maybe you're not, but you need to prove them. And you have to be honest. You have to come out with your words. And if you stumble on a word, and you sometimes it's off because maybe you get too nervous. This is the whole point of going in and relaxed. Knowing when you know who you are, when you're comfortable with who you are, there's never any nervousness because it's always, this is what I'm giving. This is what I can give. This is me. Either they like me or they don't.
Exactly. It's not about me. It's what they want.
It's not. You know, I was also a model in there in New York City. I acted, I was a professional musician. All those three fields, I had to do auditions. I had to do go seats. And let me tell you something, it was horrible. It was horrible, but I learned so much
So
because
much.
most people, when they get that first no, sorry, you're not right, they say, oh, it's over, no, I have no career. But it's very rare on your first shot, you're gonna get a yes. And
Yeah,
this is the whole
You have
learning
to keep
process.
trying. You have to
You
keep
have
trying.
to
And the more you
right.
do, and the more casting you do, maybe you don't be choose, but you learn a
You
lot.
learn. You
Because
learn.
you learn to yourself. You learn about that it's not about you, it's about they want. I can
It's-
be a black guy if they want. I can, but I can do a really good casting. But I can
Yeah.
change me.
You can't, it's impossible. And once you realize that, it's not about you, then life goes on. And you could say, yeah, okay. What, and then it's the same thing with relationships. When you're finding a partner, you know, you go up to a girl, you go up to a guy, hey, what's going on? You really like them, but maybe they say no. All right, next. You know, it's sad, you know, it's kind of it's real, but it's real, it's honest. Okay, I'm not right for you. Why fight it? I'm not gonna fight, you know, I'm gonna move on because there is somebody. And that's the same thing with, you know, I don't know how many auditions I went on as a musician before I got my first gig. I mean, I went on auditions I should never have gone on, but I did them. And I got that one gig that just made my career. I got that one audition where the person said yes, and that was it. My career started. But I went through, I don't know, 30 something auditions. 30 something. Yeah, and believe me, after like number 5, I was like, this is insane. After number 5, but for me, I just kept saying go, 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 and it's torture. It is. It's not easy. It's very difficult having a dream because you have to put yourself in situations that are very uncomfortable, that you're not used to, that you don't want to be in. You don't want to, but once you get through them, you're like, ah. And that's the other hard thing, okay? Once you start getting confidence in yourself and you start doing things that you thought you could never do, once you accomplish them, you kind of say, oh, really? That wasn't so bad. Anybody can do this. Oh, all that nervousness, all that crying for this. Oh, and you feel like if you feel like it isn't even worth it since you accomplished it. It's like, ah, it must not be hard. That's my life. That was my life from the day I was born. But that's why I am here. That's why I'm been living in a foreign country for 11 years, and now I'm starting my own business with a brand new idea. Because I'm beyond confident. I've put myself through all of that horribleness. I exposed myself to everybody. not physically, just mentally. Girls, how we doing? Or are you just here just to hear my voice? Maybe you just missed my voice, or you just missed me. I'm sure. I miss you too, girls, by the way. Annika and Amelia, I miss you very much. But see, we can still be together. Isn't this great?
So I just finished 3 questions. Can I read one?
Please, yeah.
Or am I old news?
No, you're never old news because now you're doing new. Now you're doing new stuff.
Okay, so the first one, very depressing but very raw, actually. The first one I chose was, why do I matter? And this is how I answered it. I would love to know the answer to that question. Pathetic, I know. I feel like I should answer this question confidently, but nothing comes to mind when I think about it. Why do I matter? Should I even matter? Why would I? I haven't done anything special or relevant. Haven't accomplished anything that will outlive me. Nobody knows me. I'm not sure if I even know myself. How can I know the value of something that I don't even recognize? So that's my answer.
That's a monologue right there. That's a monologue. And a monologue is just a short piece of writing. Now, if you read that to a director, they would be able to see right through you. Okay, because that's not fake. And you'd be on the list for a callback. Okay. I've been through them all. You have to be honest. Because that's what they want. They don't want anybody coming in and be like, hi, like this is how I was when I first started doing auditions. Hey, I'm Justin. Great, how you doing? And they immediately were like, oh, get out. You're such a loser. Get out of here. You know, really, I felt like such an idiot. You know, then like after like getting turned down, I don't know how many times, I kind of went in like, screw it. I don't care. Yeah, I'm Justin. Yeah, this is what I do. And they were like, great, we love you. I was like, really? But I don't care. We love, you know, that's when I was like, they want real. They just want real. They
Yes,
don't
but
want
right
what?
now my reel is very sad. And I'm hoping that like maybe I don't know, like a month, like a few months in.
It's
or maybe,
sad. Right. Now it's sad.
yeah, exactly.
But that's
like,
because
I'm
you
hoping
don't
that
now.
time
But
my answers will change.
right. But
For
now
example,
you have it in, but hold on, T. Now you have it in writing. So it is sad. You can look at it and say, that's sad. That's horrible. I got to change that.
Yeah.
Because now it's real. All right,
Yeah.
go on.
So then I chose, what do you want most in life? And this is what I wrote. When I picture myself living the life of my dreams, I see bright lights on me, an audience looking back at me, the sound of hands clapping for me, people finally looking at me in admiration. And it might sound selfish, but for once in my life, I want to be acknowledged. I want people to know that I am here. I've been here all this time, waiting to be seen. That's it. Yeah.
That's sincere, man. That is sincere. That's what this is all about, okay? And as you create these little answers and you put them together, you take out those questions and you put them together, it becomes your life story.
Yeah.
And that whole life story is exactly what you're going to change. That's why it's, you know, when people go to therapists, you know, therapists always try to get people to answer the questions. You know, what are the questions? Answer the, you know, here, it's just feel it, you know, because we're actors, you know, performers, we're presenters. You have to feel everything. You have to feel it, right? Because if you don't feel it, nobody else will. If you don't feel it, nobody else will. That's what makes success and failure, or nothing. I don't want to say failure because I love failure. I don't want to even use failure in that bad of a term, because failure is my best friend. But you people, I mean, if you, that's why with every, you know, people always say when they talk to me, you're crazy. Oh my God, you look crazy because when you talk. And I said, yeah, because I believe in every word that comes out of my mouth. So every word that comes out of my mouth, I'm excited about. So excuse me for being excited about what I want to say and what I'm thinking about. And your life is so terrible because you can't do anything with it. I'm excited about it. And I will always be excited about it. because I'm doing exactly what I want to do because I went through this whole process
Mhm.
millions of times, unfortunately.
Can I read one more?
Please go ahead.
Since anyone else is doing it, then okay.
No, and
So-
believe me, we're gonna get somebody next, but these are beautiful.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. Can I spotlight you on this one?
Oh yeah, sure. This one's short though.
It's all right. Short and sweet.
I look nice. Oh,
You always
okay,
look
so
nice.
thank you. So I chose the words I'd like to live by are, and I wrote, life motto, take chances. This is something I don't usually do, but fake it till you make it, I guess. I want to not be stopped by the fright of failure. I want to risk it without overthinking every step I take. I want to trust myself and my decisions. I want to take chances even if it scares me, because there's nothing more scary than wondering what if.
Whew. See? That was
Sorry, I was trying to mute me and then I muted you.
oh, okay, hold on, let me get you in. Now, that was I love that. I really love that because those last two words are that's what always drove me. What if? What if I'm good at it? What if I can do this? And it scared the Jesus out of me because what if? What if I didn't? And I look back and I said, I could have. Like that would tear me up to know that I missed on an opportunity that I could have really done something with. What if is the worst thing you want to ever ask yourself? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. There's nothing worse in this world than shoulda, coulda, woulda. And you know, and there was almost a time where this wasn't even going to be, because I was like, oh, there's no way. No, I suck. I suck. This ain't gonna work. No. And then, but then I said, what if? What if? And then I started to meet the armistice. And I said, yep, this is exactly, yep, this is right. I got it. Yep, I got it right. Awesome. Awesome, T. Flav, give me a couple. Come on. Let me see what you got.
Wait, I have a question about
Yeah, buddy.
the question.
Oh my God, you
the
freaked me out because
relevancy of-
hold on, you're I thought it was somebody else because your screen was frozen and then I heard the voice. Like, who the hell is here? All right, buddy, go ahead.
Okay, in the relative to your past self, how past are we talking?
It's up to you. Dude, there's okay. Listen to me. This what I'm about to say is going to change everything. Okay? In theater and in life, there are no wrong answers. Especially in this class, there are no wrong answers. Every answer is correct. The only wrong answer is no answer. That's why I'm getting you to whatever you feel, dude, whatever you feel. It can be back to when you were 5, playing in the playground. What would you tell your little self? You know what I would tell myself if I saw it? If I saw myself, I would just say, get ready, man. It's going to be a lot of torture coming up, but it's going to be worth it. Because I wouldn't say, hey, don't do this, because it's why I mean, I'm like Danny. Like, I have a permanent smile because I love, I especially here, like these workshops are the beginning of this beautiful journey for me. And I mean, it's happening. It's real. I made this happen with just an idea, with some experience and some love. And look, now I have these beautiful students of mine, ex-students, coming to see me because they miss me and I miss them. I mean, this is what it's about. You know, and I know Danny can appreciate this. I have 3 kids, and there's going to be a time when I'm not going to be here, and I want to be able to create as many leaders as possible so that they're in good hands. I don't want followers. I want leaders. Everybody should be a leader. Too many followers, man. There's too many followers. Be a leader. We need leaders. We need people with ideas who are not afraid to give their ideas. Just like Flavia is going to give her idea. Come on, Flavia, give me a couple.
I'm in question 3.
That's okay. Give me 1 and 2. Just give me 1 and 2.
1 and
Okay.
2.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let me spotlight. Oh, come on, Flavs. You did a whole rap yesterday in front of everybody. Danny, you know this girl over here? She did a rap yesterday, and she told me I can't rap, and then she did awesome. This girl, yeah.
Okay. ¿Cuál escogí? A ver, what am I scared of? It's not that long of an answer, but it's
Just remember, there's no wrong answer. Just
Okay.
answer.
Well, I'm terrified of the possibility that I'm never gonna find a passion, something that I really enjoy. I'm scared of living my life in automatic. I'm scared of the possibility that I might live my life how other people want me to live it. I'm scared of growing old and looking back at my life and realize that I haven't done anything that makes me truly happy. Oh, That's one.
Beautiful. Hold on. Now, hold on. That's a beautiful question. It's a beautiful one to answer because now that you're in university, those are exactly the questions you need to ask yourself. What am I passionate about? Because now it's on you. You're in your own world now. Now, yes. And how do you find your passion? How do you find your passion? You already know, right? How? Tell me.
I don't know, actually. I'm
Yes,
still
you
trying to
do.
figure it out.
How did you realize? How did you know you could rap yesterday? How'd you know?
I just tried it.
Ah, exactly. Exactly. You tried. You tried. That's the whole point, that you tried. If you don't try, you will never know. That's why I love failure, because when people say I failed, that means they tried. And that's the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever. Most people don't even get to try because they're too afraid. And you tried it and you loved it. Now go on to number 2.
No, I don't like this one. Okay. All right. Who am I really? That's a damn good question. Who is Flavia? I'm still in the process of getting to know myself. I know that I am a lot to deal with, but I want to believe that I'm worth it. I have a lot of feelings, but I've noticed that I don't show them as often as I should. I'm very energetic and I have a lot to talk about. I love to try new things, and even though I get really nervous at first, I get really excited about the accomplishment feeling that I get. I try to be someone that people that I care about can see as a safe space. I try to empathize with people, and I love to be able to help and support them as much as I can. So if you ask me, who is Flavia? I would say that they are a good person. They're kind and generous and energetic and spontaneous and interesting. They're an interesting person to get to know.
Okay, Flavia, you just did a monologue. You just created a monologue, okay? A sincere monologue that if people heard it would automatically connect, because, and this is why I'm gonna get you off. I'm gonna get you off spotlight, so
Thank you.
please relieve yourself, okay? And T is, and I'm sure everybody who's doing this, you're answering the questions that are relative to you right now, because it's the end. That's why I say, when you read it, just choose the ones that just hit, because those are the ones that you need to ask yourself at this moment in your life. Everything right now, Flavia, that you asked is relevant to your life right now because you are just starting. The questions that Dalia was asking herself are questions that basically said, where are you going? What do you want to do? Why haven't you done this? Okay, it's kind of pushing her, where you're kind of in that discovery mode. Where do I go? She knows what she wants. She knows what she loves. She just doesn't know how to get there. And she's actually getting there. You, on the other hand, you don't know yet. And it's beautiful because You're like an empty, you have to think of your life as an empty palette. You can put any color you want on your painting now. You have no obligations. You could try, Flavia, just like the rap, you could try anything. You could try anything. That's the amazing thing of it. And these are the questions that you do need to ask yourself. And you answer them exactly what you needed to do. You know what you need to do. That's the whole point of this. I'm a genius, man. See, Tali, I told you, I'm
You
a
are.
genius. I'm a genius. I don't know how it happened, but I'm a genius. See, you said you don't know your passion, but you know where you need to go. You know what you need to do. You know who you are. You know what you're worth. You all know. You just don't believe it.
Yeah, that's why you're here, actually.
I know. Because
That's why
I
you're
was
all
the
here.
same.
That's why we are all here.
Yeah. All right, buddy. It's your turn. I want to hear Ignacio. You have any questions?
Can I go? I already have number 4.
Oh, you already. Oh, see,
I'm
look,
not
see, this is
done.
what happens. Everybody wants the spotlight. Everybody wants the spotlight. After a while, everybody's like, no, I don't want to do it. Then after a while, they're like,
I would love to hear Annika and Amelia and
I would love to
Vanessa.
too. I would love to too, but I don't want to pressure anybody. I want this to be a safe space so that if you come, you know that this is not, there's no pressure. Okay? You do if you want. Okay? As long as you answer the questions to yourself, that's all that matters. And you get to know what's going on. You don't have to express it, but as long as you know, that's the whole purpose. All right, Ignacio, what do you got, buddy?
I only got 3 questions.
Good. Give me them.
Okay. The first is, if this were the last day of my life, would I have the same plans for the day? Not in the slightest. Every plan I have would disappear. And I would enter a crisis in my head and think about the wasted opportunities of my life. And if I end up calming down, I would try my best to fix all those mistakes and regrets, and I would let my frustrations run free, since nothing will matter again. Which is worse, failing or never trying? Never trying, because you can fail 100 times, but that means that you tried. You're not going to be good at everything, and that's okay, but you will never know what you're good at if you don't try anything. Do you have any bad childhood trauma that comes to mind? I don't know why, but I've always been hunted by something that happened when I was like around 5 years old. My sister and my sister's friend were sitting at the table, and I went there hungry. The cleaning lady asked me if I wanted pancakes, and I of course said yes. She then said that there weren't any, and everyone laughed, and that's just been with me ever since. I don't know why.
Now, okay. I mean, I know that you guys, know him beyond well and you're here, but that was the most I've ever heard him speak like fluently, like without any thought. Dude, that was beautiful, man. That was really beautiful. You're really on your way to being great because you're expressing exactly what you need to express. Even childhood trauma, even something like that. It may seem small to maybe somebody else, but to you, that means something. Now you could look at that childhood trauma and be like, that was stupid. Let's go on. Let's move on. I got it out of the way, right? Thank you, buddy. Keep going. 4 and 5.
I love that. Yeah.
I'm working on it.
That was beautiful, man.
Yeah, it was.
Well, before I get to you, T, let me just give the other 3 in case. Would Vanessa, would you like to share? Or are you still even here?
I don't know.
Oh, she's here. You don't know. If you want to share without video, you could. I'm now, Vanessa, I'm the only reason why I would like you to do it is because obviously you've had your camera off the whole time, and which is fine. I have no problem with it. But to me, that means that you're a little bit scared or a little bit insecure. Okay. And I've done this for 10 years. And this is the thing that you need to really open up. Okay. This is, you really need this. And because even if you never become my student, I still care about you because you're here. And you came here to support me. You came here to support this program. And I want to see you succeed. Even if I never see you again, I would hope that you would take just this one chance I'm giving you to kind of try to break free of that fear and that insecurity, because it will. All these people that you see have all been in your shoes. Even this one. So I'm gonna let you think about it. Okay, you let me know if you want to share. Okay. Okay. T, you want to finish?
Okay, I just got one more.
But you only did 3, or you did 4.
I know I only did 3, but now I don't know what other question to do. So I have just
All right,
one.
do the 4, because the thing is your answers are very long, so it's good. So you maybe you
I
don't even
know.
have. The reason why I'm asking for the 5 is because a lot of people, they'll only write exactly 2 sentences and there won't be kind of long. So I try to get enough so you can at least get a paragraph out of it.
Okay, yeah. So the last one that I chose was oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. What was your relationship like with your parents growing up? And my answer was, growing up, I never really felt like I was liked by my parents. They didn't choose to have me. I was a life's casualty, a surprise, an inconvenience, perhaps. And that word has been stuck in my head my whole life. Fucking parents. Inconvenience? Not expected, not welcome, not wanted, never enough. That freaking word has haunted me for as long as I can remember. I've grown to believe it. I've grown to make it a part of who I am. Inconvenience? Fuck that. I'm a hurricane. I change lives. I turn the world upside down, and I plan to make that my power and not my burden. Yep.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. You got a lot to crack, T. You got a lot to crack, but I have to say, you're not afraid. You're really not afraid of this. And that's why I know it's right now you're kind of like a fountain that's already turned. It's just pouring out. And that's exactly that's what makes a star. And it's just coming out. You got to once you get rid of all that nonsense, that's when you could just say, okay, you feel 10 times lighter, you feel 10 times stronger, because you got all that horribleness out of, that craziness out of your mind that just goes around and around and around and around.
Oh my gosh, my heart's racing right now just by saying that out loud.
It's and that's
Feels
personal.
liberating. Yeah.
And it's personal, and not, if you're a performer, if you're a presenter, if you're a public speaker, what you say needs to be personal. You need to make it personal. You have to have that connection. The only way people are going to listen to you is if you are sincere and you connect. Everybody understands pain. Everybody understands life. And trust me, when you express all these things, people they're not going to go, oh, loser. They're going to go, yeah, me too. Yep. Been there. Yep. And that's why, and that's the sad thing. We all think that we're alone. We all think that we're the only ones that have gone through these issues, but this is life. We all have the same issues. We all go through the same problems. It's just there are some that are a lot stronger that say, hey, I don't care. I'm going to go. And then there are the ones that just are the victims. And I hate even using that word but it's true. Victims don't win. Victims stay victims, and they go nowhere.
Yeah.
Vanessa, how about you? You want to try one?
Okay.
Oh. You see the smile? You see the smile? Okay, I'm gonna stop. All right. I don't want to freak you out. Okay, ready?
What am I really scared of? I think is ending up alone because my attitude to people isn't always the best. And some people take that too personally. That's actually happening right now at school. Some people think that I hate them or I just don't like them because the type of face expressions I do. And I'm not even thinking anything bad or mean of them. I've always feared people getting tired of that attitude to the point they decide to leave.
Wow. And how do you feel? I mean, what's going on in your life now? I mean, are you having issues? You still having the same issues now with people?
Yeah.
What now is it now? What do you always put on like an angry face? Because I kind of get that. People say that I'm unapproachable because I have an angry face, but I don't look angry. Can I see if you have an,
know.
can I see if you can I tell you if I think you have an angry face?
Okay, wait.
I'm really liking Vanessa now. I'm really enjoying Vanessa. She's really making me happy.
Drum rolls.
No, I don't want to put that pressure on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Danny's rooting for you, Vane.
yeah, I know. There she is. There she is. There she is.
Vane,
You are
you're the sweetest. Why would you think that about
absolutely
yourself?
gorgeous. I don't know why anybody would ever think anything wrong of you. You are absolutely gorgeous. Put that screen down so I can see your face. Are you out of your mind? You have the face of an angel. You have the face of a star. Why? Okay. Why do you care what anybody else says about you? What are you worried about? What makes you worried about what people say? You're a star. Look at you. You just read something that was so deep and so sincere to you, and you read it in front of people you had no idea who they were. You don't know me. You don't know Talia. You don't know Ignacio. You don't know
He
Danny.
knows
Well, we
me.
know that Danny's making awesome alfajores, and she's gonna share them all. But you just did that. How did you do that? Well, why would you do that? That's the question. Why would you do that?
To get out of my comfort zone.
Ah, and how do you feel now? Obviously, it's working because now you got your camera on, where the whole time you had your camera off. Now look at you. Now we can really appreciate what you got. Vanessa, now I'm starting to get angry that you didn't have your camera on before. You made me miss all that wonderfulness for the past hour and a half, and now I'm only getting it for, that's okay. As long as
Do
I
you know
got
what? She's a performer too. She dances. Yeah, she's been hiding that this whole time.
So, you know that I do Broadway, right? You know that I'm a Broadway director, right? You know that I produce Broadway shows. Did you know that? Yeah. Okay. So why don't you tell me that you dance? Why don't you tell me that you actually have amazing talents? Huh? Don't hide those things. That's what makes you awesome. Do you know what it takes? I've worked with dancers. I've worked with choreographers. I know how hard it is to dance. I know the discipline. Dancing is the hardest of all the arts. You need the most discipline of dancing with dancing. And I respect any dancer. What type of dance?
I have done different types, but right now it's flamenco only.
So you're good with your feet, fast
Yeah.
on your feet.
Yeah,
Wow,
how
you're
long-
awesome.
And how long you been dancing for?
since I was like 10 or 11, then I stopped, then I continued, and I stopped, and now I start again.
And how do you feel when you dance?
Great.
And how do you feel now? Now that you're here,
Weird.
now that we know who you are, and now that we know that you're a great dancer, and now that we know that some of your fears and you've exposed yourself, are you in so much pain now? Do you feel a lot
No.
of pain now that we know all these things?
No.
No. No, because you know what? We're all in the same boat. We're all in the same, we've all had the same issues.
You're
All
all
been there.
welcome here.
We're all we're all broken toys waiting to get fixed. But the thing is that we just got to fix ourselves. And that's all it is, honey. That's and Vanessa, what you just did, okay, and I'm not joking. What you just did right now, you just went up a step, okay. This is the hardest part of this program is exposing yourself, and you did it. And this is what everybody's afraid of. Believe me, this is what everybody tells them. I'm afraid, I don't want to talk, I don't want to do it. And then once they do, right? What's wrong? So so as a dancer, you're a performer, right?
Sadly, yes.
Yeah. Well, this is acting. We're performing. And that's how I live my life. I live my life as a performer. I teach as a performer. I live as a performer. So no matter what I do, I don't have to make excuses for anybody because I'm a performer. If I want to act like how you do it don't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm a performer. That's what I'm supposed to do. You laugh at me? Great. I did my job. I'm a comedian too. Don't be afraid. That's awesome. And I hope you continue this. Continue this, Vanessa. Don't keep hiding. Do not keep hiding. People with talents are worth something in this world. And how are we going to know, as a Broadway producer and director, how am I supposed to know that you can dance if you keep it a secret? I didn't know Talia was a singer. I had no idea. She was just like, I want to do the classes. And I was like, okay, she wants to act. And she's like, oh, I sing. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. And then she sang and she blew my head off. She's a Broadway singer. She's a Broadway caliber singer. Ignacio, 16 years old, barely said a word to me. The first night I met him, I said, make a video of doing a monologue. You know what he did? He made a video doing a monologue, posted it on his Instagram. Then he made another video, posted it on his Instagram. Now you can't stop him.
That's the magic of Justin. This man, like seriously, this man works magic. Seriously, I couldn't get a word out of my brother. That guy right there is my brother. I couldn't get a word out of him. And he made him post like 5 videos already of him talking in his Instagram. Like I would have never thought my brother would be able to do that. And even in myself, like the confidence, like the growth in my confidence that I've had in only a month of being like Justin's student is amazing. Like if you go to my Instagram and you see my first video of me singing, that was like literally like a month ago, less than a month ago. And then my last video that I posted yesterday, like it's wow, like the confidence boost that this man has given me is amazing.
And
yeah,
yeah, T, thank you. But you know, Danny, I mean Vanessa, what it is I feel your pain. I've been through it. And I don't want anybody to feel that. So it's not magic. I mean, I love the fact that she says it because it's great, it boosts my ego that I have this magic powers. But really, I can feel I feel the pain. And I don't want anybody to go through, especially people with talent. You're worth something. You worked for that talent. Don't you ever hide anything from me again. Okay, Vanessa? Do we have a deal? Do we have a promise?
Okay.
Okay, good. All right, I'm going to leave you alone now. Thank you so much, Vanessa. That was awesome. That's all, really, that just made my day. That was perfect. Perfect. Oh, Danny came back. Maybe her alpha horse already. Let's see. Maybe they're out of the oven. Hello, Danny came back. Oh, she's ready. Hi, Danny. What happened? You got kicked out again? All right, who's next? Who wants to go? Anybody want to share? Well, the time's up, but we can stay a little bit longer. I have no problems.
I
But if
have
you
my
need to go,
questions done.
you got them done?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna spotlight you. Okay. Well, he didn't say no, so I'm gonna say yes.
I
Okay.
said okay.
Oh, okay, good. Now, Vanessa, just so you know, as I said, this guy, I didn't think he was ever gonna be, I was ever be able to spotlight him like I am gonna do right now. Ever. And now he's like Mr. Comfortable. I hate him because he's so confident. He's gonna take over my job soon. Yeah, keeps looking at him, smiling. He knows it. He knows it. That son of a gun. He knows he's gonna take my job soon. That's what he's waiting for. He's learning everything now so that he can take over my job. You know what? Take it. All right, go. Go ahead, buddy.
Okay. Who did you spend the most time with as a child? What was the relationship like then? How is it now? The person I spent the most time with as a small child is myself. I was my own best friend. Sad, I know, but I was a happy kid on my own, and it's not like I didn't have any other friends. I was just my closest friend. Me and myself have been through a lot together. Nowadays, me and myself have been coming back together, and I have been trying to let others into my life. I think myself is happy with that, and he feels like it's the best for me. What do you want to be known for? I want to be known as the fucking best. I want to become an actor so good that every director wants me in the movies. I want people to see me as an inspiration, especially young people like me and people with insecurities like mine. I want my story to become an inspiration for the young, aspiring actors of the future.
Dude, okay.
Woo!
Let me remove spotlight. You almost got me. You almost got me with the first one. Okay. You almost produced a tear from me. Almost, because that would have been my exact answer. I was the same exact way, man. I was the kid in the corner by myself with my Sony Walkman, because back then we had the Walkman with the tapes, okay? With my Walkman, by myself, talking to myself, having a great conversation with myself, and just because I just didn't think anybody cared. I didn't think anybody wanted to be with me, so I said, okay, it's just me. And still to this day, I'm my own best friend. To this day. And in order to be great, in order to know who you are, you have to spend time alone. You have to be able to sit in a room by yourself and have a conversation. Have a real conversation with yourself. That's the truth. That's how you really become confident and comfortable. Have a real conversation. Sit down by yourself. Don't just have people around always. Dude, amazing. Amazing. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I love it. I mean, that. Flavia, have you ever heard your brother speak like that?
First time I've heard him curse.
That
That was funny
That's-
though. I wasn't expecting that, but I loved it.
and you know
Real.
what? I'm not a fan of foul language in entertainment because it's kind of like it's cheap, but at the right moments, oh yes.
Yeah.
When you pick and choose, and that was a perfect moment. That was a perfect moment because that was
Mhm.
exactly what you wanted. That's exactly what you wanted. Now, buddy, now that stuff is on paper, okay, that's what we're going to be working on because this is the thing. That's why I'm asking you to write these because now I know. I can see what you are. I can see where you are. I can see what's inside of you. And I know what to do. I know how to work it. Okay? As I said, I've never read a book in my life about this. I just lived it. I've lived through every experience. I've failed at every experience. I suffered through every experience. That's how I know. So whatever you hear from me is from experience, not from a book. Ever. Unless it's like alfajores, because I don't know how to cook alfajores. like Danny. And hopefully, I wanna see what else she makes. Oh,
Oh,
I love this. I'm telling you, this was a great. This is awesome. I had Vanessa. How do you feel? You got any other questions you wanna give us?
No.
Fine, then. Fine,
very honest at least.
fine, Vanessa. Be that way. You know, I was starting to like you. You know, I really was starting to like you. But now you just gave me that quick no. Now, see, that's a face where people could say that's unapproachable. You don't have that face. This is a face of just get away from me. Ugh.
Yeah, like you're an asshole.
That's not. Yes. Well, which I am. I am. I admit that. Most New
Yes.
Yorkers are
You made me
are
cry. last
yes.
week.
Yes. That's the whole process. That is the process.
And
Sorry,
if you
but
choose to be his student, he's gonna make you cry.
yes, and you'll feel great about it afterwards.
Yes.
And then the gift is you get to torture me however you want. Okay, you can torture me however you want, and so it's fair. You know, like I'll get all this stuff out of you, and then you can torture me. You know.
Yeah, now I get to tell him to shave his head because that's sad. Those 3 hairs he has there
Oh, come
hanging on for
on.
dear
Look,
life.
yeah, I know, but you know they're living on a private island right now. Okay, look at Danny. She's like.
Yeah, you're manifesting.
They're living on a private island. They got their
Yeah.
own little island. And I'm going to wait for this little island to start, you know, going back into the sea. And once it starts going back into the sea, I'll cut it all off. But right now, I still got some.
At least
you
you
know,
should.
people
You
living
could
on
wear
that
a
little
weave
island.
or something.
I gotta have a little, you know, I gotta have a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at, Flavia? It's gonna
Whatever
happen.
stops the
It's
tears.
gonna happen to you someday. Well, probably won't because you're just too damn good. I hate you. God, I
Yes,
hate
so-
everybody.
We are gonna keep doing workshops, so you should be on the look for that. We're hoping to do one every month, and they won't necessarily be a 3-day workshop. You know, this one
Yeah.
was very long, but since it was our first one, we just wanted to get as many people to join. And then
And-
since you know you already know what this is about, we're gonna have different topics in, and it's gonna be awesome.
And spread the word. Spread the word. Look, this isn't I'm not out here to make money. I'm out here to make leaders. As I said, I want to know that when I'm gone, my kids are in good hands and hands that I made. Or at least tried to help make. So pass it on. I mean, I want to create a community of leaders. Community of creative leaders who are ready to take the challenge, who are ready to overcome their fears, ready to find their full potential and do what's right in your life and for the human race. It's easy. Look at me. I'm a dummy. I have barely, I mean, really. And look at what I'm doing. Look at what I'm doing. I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Because I don't say no. I don't say no. Well, unless, you know, like unless somebody asks, like, do you want pineapples on pizza? And of course, I'm going to say no, because come on, pineapples on pizza, give me a break. Right? I mean, Danny, don't tell me you like pineapples on pizza, do you?
The best.
Yeah, and I love
Thank you.
pizza, but no, pineapple is
Come
no,
on,
no.
come on.
No.
I mean,
It's
it
stupid.
it doesn't make any sense.
No.
Pineapples don't go with tomatoes. It doesn't go with pineapples are wonderful. I love pineapples. Nice cold pineapples, a little bit of granola. Oh Jesus, man! Between Danny's alfajores and me talking about pineapples, I'm getting. All right,
Okay.
guys, look, this is the end of the workshop. Okay, and I know it's sad. Don't fry, Danny. But if look, look at that face. Look at that. No, don't give me. Okay, I'll say.
Hopefully our next,
I'll say
hopefully,
a
fingers crossed, our
Shh, I'm
next
gonna stay.
workshop will be.
I'm gonna stay a couple minutes more, Dan. Shh.
Shoosh. I'm trying to say
She
something
gave me those.
important here.
She gave me the cat eyes, man. She gave me the cat. Like that,
Hopefully
that's
our
my
next
gig,
workshop
man.
will
That's
be
my
in
thing.
person.
No, Danny, that was, look,
You're just making a fool of yourself now.
I hate all of you.
Yeah.
You're so much better than me. It's better because I'd rather surround myself with people that are better than me than people that are less than me, because then that would be boring, right? So, Vanessa or Danny, if you have any questions you want to ask me about anything, about me, about program, about anything, you can go right ahead.
When's the next one?
I think we'll probably do it maybe end of July, maybe end of this month, beginning of August.
Perfect.
Really soon, really soon, really soon. Because this was fun, and I want to do this again. I want to do this more. Look, see, Danny had a great time. Next time you're bringing the Alpha Hordes. Next time.
I promise.
Okay. See, I love this. Okay. Vanessa, you're all good.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate
Thank
this.
you.
No, thank you. Please, anytime you see our posts, just, send it off to friends.
Comment.
Yeah, you know what we're about, you know what we're trying to do, and let's make this a great experience for a lot of people.
Yeah, we
So,
had lots of fun.
yeah, this was a great time. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Thank you to Leah for really, making this happen. Ignacio, Flavia, Danny and her Alpha Hordes, Vanessa coming out, really, showing us who she is, and really that made the night. That made the night. So
Yeah.
before I keep talking, goodbye, everybody.
Yeah. Danny, I really liked
No,
you.
but
You're
Danny
very,
doesn't want.
like,
No,
a
I don't want to go
person.
because Danny's giving me that look again, and I don't want to go.
Dale, dale, agrégame a Instagram.
Okay, I will. Oh, and I go by Tilly or T.
Okay. Chili,
Sí.
armas. Te
Yeah.
I
busco.
go. She's known to me as pain in my ass. But, well, pain in my arm ass.
That was my joke.
That was funny. Why didn't anybody laugh?
Bye bye.
Danny. Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
See
Goodbye.
you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.